help children grow a love of reading, we need as many people as possible to support and encourage them. Family and community members have a very important role to play, and we really want to encourage them to get involved in promoting reading and literacy. But sometimes, as we do this, we meet certain challenges. A number of participants at our training workshops have faced the same kinds of challenges when they tried to involve parents and other community members in children's literacy learning. In this video, we'll look at some ways of responding to 3 of these challenges. Most of the parents of the children at my school are not literate. How can they support their children as they learn to read and write? Although family members may not read and write as part of their daily activities, they still can play a valuable role in supporting their children's literacy learning by asking their children questions about what they are doing and listening to their answers and having regular conversations with their children. By telling stories regularly and listening to children's own talk and stories. By singing and playing language games with their children. By sitting with their children and looking at and talking about pictures in books, magazines, and newspapers. Remember that parents can learn with their children. When we work with parents, we empower them. The second challenge that often comes up at our workshops is that there is no culture of parent participation in many schools. Parents are children's first and most important teachers. The knowledge and skills that children learn at home and in their communities can form an important and enriching bridge to their literacy learning. As literacy activists, we have to acknowledge that. Schools have to take the lead to involve parents and other community members in supporting children's reading and writing. Schools can invite adults to read to children regularly.
That's what it's like being part of.
Schools can also ask them to tell stories to children, or after a teacher has read a story to the children, parents or community members can also help the children as they do activities like drawing, role-playing, or making something linked to the story. A third challenge that often comes up at our workshops is that the children's parents don't speak the language of instruction. We can encourage parents and grandparents to share stories and talk to children in their home languages. This supports children's development because they are able to transfer what they learn in their home language to other languages they use. The role of parents and community members is to grow a love of reading in children and not to teach them to read. It's important to remember that any place where children are present is a place where adults can share story activities with them. Funda leaders are reading role models, and everyone has a role to play in literacy development in their communities.